Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. Today's video we're going to be taking a look at another beautiful dark-skinned YouTuber who has put out some great information about avoiding situations, places, and people who could possibly hurt your feelings. And so let's go ahead and hear what she's got to say, shall we?
In these recession times, in these coronavirus is spinning the block times, you don't see Joe Biden got, coronavirus. Girl, why are you even fighting to get into a club right now? That's number one. Well, all the things going on, I'm sorry, I'm not fighting to get into anybody's club. But then she kept stressing that the guy was doing it because she wasn't of lighter complexion. And as I was just looking at it, I was like, okay, maybe this is just me, right? But I'm at the journey in my dark skin life. I'm at the part in my dark skin journey, my dark skin women's journey, where I'm not fighting for a place in any venue that clearly doesn't want me there. And that's not just with venues, that's like in circles. I'm not listening to music from artists that have made it clear that they don't like dark-skinned women. I'm not listening to podcasts from people who have made it clear over and over again that they don't like dark-skinned women. I'm not fighting to get into anybody's section that I know doesn't like dark-skinned women. It was a couple weeks ago, I saw this video go viral of this girl. She was saying how, oh my God, I was trying to get in Trey Songz's section, but all he had was light-skinned women's in his section. And, for me, I'm just feeling like, me, I'm a brown-skinned queen. And I'm a dark-skinned queen. And, I look better than all them. And she was just going on and on and on. And the whole time, all I could think of is, girl, you are putting up this type of fight to be in Trey Songz's VIP section. I really had to read the name again. Trey Songz? These can't be the children that Whitney Houston was singing about. These cannot, Lord, these cannot be the children that Whitney Houston was singing about, talking about, I believe the children of the future. This cannot be the future.
To be honest with you, I couldn't have said any of this any better myself, and I completely agree with her. Why are you inserting yourself in places where you're not wanted and then complaining about it thereafter? You make yourself not only does it point out the fact that you're not preferred to a large group of people, but it doesn't change the way anyone feels about you. In fact, I think for other races of people, it may even make dark-skinned women look even worse in front of them. And that's something that we have to keep in mind. By getting, online and trying to go viral for being loud and angry, you're just perpetuating and pretty much reinforcing the stereotype that you are angry. And to be honest, most people don't want to have angry, agreeable people around. That's mainly why people feel the way they do. And sometimes people honestly look at it like the darker the woman, the more likely she is going to be harder to deal with. And I hate the fact that that's a thing. But on this channel, we've already seen some scenarios in which some dark-skinned women have kind of gone off on me simply for being light-skinned. And it's hey, we're all entitled to our opinions at the end of the day. I have an opinion on this one. I'm going to put it out. And yeah, I'm biracial, speaking on black topics. But honey, you shouldn't click these videos if you don't like to hear it.
This cannot be the children she foresaw in the future. It can't be. It can't be. Given this man's history, and then at this point, in time where we've talked about just racism, colorism, all of that, I've, even as a dark-skinned woman with me, I haven't always understood colorism, and I haven't always owned up to even me, myself, how I could be colorist, you know what I mean? And I feel in the last couple years, that message has really been pounded into me, as well as I've seen it being pounded into the masses. And so when I see any dark-skinned girl trying to fight to be around colorist situations, I'm flabbergasted. I don't understand it. I cannot relate, don't want to relate. And all I could do is lift you ladies up in prayer, because it's what will it take for y'all to say, I don't need to be around this? And then number two, it's when you make a conscious decision to really seek out spaces, places, groups, friend groups, places in society, places of employment, you know what I mean? Like, just places where, as a dark-skinned girl, you not only feel accepted but appreciated. You'll never waste your time trying to fight. Like, me personally, there's so many signs of colorism, and there's so many signs that a person or entity can give me, like, just initially to show me that they don't want my skin tone there. And as soon as I see it, baby, it's a U-turn. It's giving reconfiguring route. That's what it's giving. It's not giving, let me try to fight my way in, let me speak up.
She's going to avoid places and people, situations that do not like her dark skin. Because at the end of the day, the question is, whose fault is it if you keep getting your feelings hurt? Is it the people who are rejecting you? Or is it you for constantly showing up at places where you already know you're not wanted? And at the end of the day, I think that we should hashtag end colorism, but I also know that there's always going to be a group of people that kind of feed into those white supremacist ideas. And so dark-skinned women, know that you are beautiful and you are wanted and accepted by a lot of us, but it's not going to be everybody. Just like how I, as a biracial person, am not going to be accepted by everybody simply by being biracial. There's going to be a group of black people who will not accept me as black and who don't even want me around because I'm a constant reminder of white supremacy to them. And you're going to have a group of white people who don't want me around because I'm not white enough. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to put myself around people or situations that I'm not wanted. And that's the thing. You can't force your way into people's life. You can't force them to like you. You can't force them to find you attractive. They either do or they don't.
Like, don't speak up for me, sis. My dark-skinned ass do not want to be in this motherfucking club. Me and my dark skin do not want to be anywhere where in 2022 niggas with receding hairlines and monkeypox acne on their motherfucking face are talking about you too dark. Baby, save it. Don't speak up for me. Listen, as a dark-skinned black woman, I am purposely looking for places, spaces, situations, relationships where I'm not only accepted, but I'm celebrated. And to be honest, I mean, let me know if I'm wrong for saying this, but sometimes I look to see if I'm preferred.
And I love the fact that she said that in this video. Like, stop speaking for people like me, because I don't need you to do that. I'm confident in who I am. I know where I'm wanted and where I'm not, and I'm not going to waste my money, my time, my energy in those places that I'm not wanted. That's what you have to do, because trust me, there's always somebody out there who is going to find you as a preference, just like she said. And she said, correct me if I'm wrong for this. And it's like, no, honey, you're not wrong at all. You're absolutely so self-aware, and I can appreciate this video, and I thank you for it, because you are very self-aware. You admit, which is what all of us women want at the end of the day. Every woman wants the same thing. We all want to be loved, and we all want to feel beautiful by our partners, whether it be a woman or by a man or a black man, white man, whatever, whoever you end up with, whatever your sexual preference, whatever it is. Ultimately, all of us want to be considered beautiful and accepted by the person that we're with. And if you simply would just find the people that find you attractive and like you, you wouldn't have the same problems and issues that you have in life. And then if you stop yelling and shouting and being angry all the time and being violently aggressive with verbally, then people might actually want to have you around. And so in order to get away from colorism, in order to get away from those negative stereotypes, you have to stop embodying it. You have to stop being the dark-skinned girl, showing up to parties where you know you're not going to get in, and then making a scene on the outside of it, or trying to get on social media and get some attention off of it. You just look sad and you look lonely, like you need some friends. What the problem is you're not trying to find the people that like you. You're trying to force your way into someone's life that doesn't want you around. And you're going to keep getting your feelings hurt. And I'm just here to say it.
Because I know how hard it is for someone who looks like me to fit into a lot of spaces. Even today in 2022, like, for instance, like, even dating, like, I look for men. I look for keywords. I look for things in their speech. I look through their social media to see, like, does this man prefer dark-skinned women? Because it's just certain conversations. It's just certain moments. At this point, at this periodically time in my life, I don't got the time. I don't got the time. I'm not gonna teach you. I'm not gonna coach you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I need you to actually prefer me. And that might sound bad, but to be honest, I mean, it's giving a little reverse. There's no such thing as reverse colorism, but it's giving a little reverse cololo. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that I'm looking to be preferred. I'm in a time in my life where I can curate most of my experiences. I can curate them, and I can make sure that I'm not. Like, I can actually somewhat control me not being disrespected and me not feeling included. Especially those of you who are dark skinned. Like, are you doing that? Are you actively looking for spaces that celebrate you, not just accept you, but that celebrate you, even in your relationships? Like, it's a chop for that era of my life, baby. This era of my life, it's called I'm preferred.
And with this lady, you gotta love her confidence. You gotta love the fact that she knows she's beautiful, even past her skin tone. Not that her skin tone is a problem for me, but for some people, I guess it is. I don't personally look at skin tone as a problem, but apparently there are people on this planet who think very ignorantly. And hey, focus on the positive. Stop allowing yourself to be in situations where you can get rejected. She says she's not gonna end up with a guy that doesn't prefer dark-skinned women, and I don't think that's a problem at all. I wanna feel beautiful by my man too. I wanna be preferred by him, not necessarily like, oh, he's gotta like mixed women or something. No, I just want you to look at me and go, that's my preference, because she's everything that I want in a woman. And there is nothing wrong with that, ladies. You guys definitely leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this subject. What can we do as a community to make sure that stuff like this stops happening?